year is 1982. A graduate student at Carnegie Mellon University named Feng-Sheng Xu is invited to join a project with an esteemed professor in his department. The ultimate goal of this venture? Design a supercomputer that could topple humans in a game of chess. However, following a disagreement on the machine's evaluation hardware, Xu kindly stepped away from the project to focus on what he envisioned to be the superior hardware structure. A team of like-minded individuals began forming around Xu as his little chip testing platform, aptly dubbed Chip Test, was steadily improving. Chip Test even managed to claim a victory in the 1987 Computer Chess Championship in a clean sweep of all other contemporary machines. After this newfound success and the addition of a few more nerds to the team, it was agreed that Chip Test needed a new name. Thus, Chip Test became Deep Thought, a reference to the supercomputer from The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. You know, the one that said the answer to life, the universe, and everything was
42.
Minor advancements to hardware were made, and Xu was starting to believe that Deep Thought could legitimately take on the world chess champion at the time, Garry Kasparov, although the man himself was far from convinced. At a 1988 press conference in France, upon being asked if a computer could defeat a grandmaster in tournament play before the year 2000, Kasparov replied, "No way. And if any grandmaster has difficulties..." I'm getting ahead of myself. The dominance shown by Deep Thought gained the ire of IBM, who convinced Xu to work for them. It wasn't long before the tech giant arranged a match between Kasparov and Deep Thought. In late 1989, in a series of only 2 games, Kasparov swept his electronic nemesis and was rewarded by the media for the crushing victory, as well as his willingness to take on new challenges in the chess field. Xu and IBM took the loss in stride, but decided a new name would make the project more welcoming to the unwashed masses. An online contest led to the second and final name change, as Deep Thought became Deep Blue, thereby erasing the confusion for some who mistakenly called Xu's life work that. When it was time for Deep Blue and Kasparov to meet for the first time in a 6-game series, Kasparov quite boldly decided to play aggressively against the machine. At the time, it was widely known that playing slow and allowing for the program to make a mistake was the best way to approach beating a chess computer. Kasparov would quickly course correct to this playstyle after losing Game 1 in a match that shocked the world. He would pick up a win in Game 2 with his passive play, draw the next 2, and close out the match by picking up 2 more victories. Kasparov had beat the machine 4-2. IBM was more than happy with the positive reception behind the first win, and Kasparov was eager to defend humanity against the ever-encroaching intelligence of the computer. The two signed to compete again under the same rules 1 year later in 1997. Using extremely safe but deliberate moves, the world champ was able to scoop up the first win. However, the next day, despite a reserved playstyle, Kasparov was defeated by Deep Blue after the machine played what chess experts called an extremely human-like performance. After 3 more drawn games, it was tied up heading into the final round. Unluckily for Kasparov, he was playing the black pieces and therefore would be forced to always be 1 move behind the computer. Luckily for him, though, his defeat was swift. On move 8, Deep Blue played a knight sacrifice that ruined the Russian's position. He knew this particular move was possible, but simply thought that the machine would not have the balls to play it. A few more moves were played before an absolutely perplexed Kasparov shook his head, resigned, and shrugged at the audience. The machine had bested the human race. Moral of the story: you'll never be the best at something. Someone will always be better. Even if you're the world champ, some dork in glasses will make some computer the size of 2 refrigerators just to spite you.